Hey, it's Mike from Guitar World and Music Radar, and we are here with Lee from Laney. He's going to take us.
Hi guys.
Get his high in. We'll give him the mic. And we are checking out, first of all, the new Cub Series, which has been completely redesigned by the looks of it.
That's correct. If you are familiar with Laney and the kind of valve and tube amps that we have made for the last 50 years, we have tried to kind of create a tube or valve amp for everybody. So we came up with something last year, which is a bit like if you're into your gin, like the mixology. Well, I was into my gin last night. That's NAMM for you.
Can't tell.
No, yeah. If you're into your sort of mixology, you'd have like a wheel where you go, I like bitter tastes with mint, or maybe this is the gin for you, and so on and so forth. And we've done that with valve amps, which is the tubology range that's over there. So last year there was a Trivial Pursuit wedge, which was the Cub, which is no longer there because we've taken it, redesigned it, and brought it into the modern era, if you like. It's been a very, very popular amp, but we've redeveloped it, redesigned it, and now we've got this wonderful Cub Super range that you can see behind me, which I'll take you through. Our lead artist is Basilio. I'm sure you know who she is, but if you don't, you need to check her out. She's amazing. She's in all the video content, been part of the process for the amps as well. She loves them.
Yeah.
Okay, so over here, I'm going to point this way. This is the Cub Super 10. So it's got a custom 10-inch speaker in it. The 10 is due to, obviously down to the speaker. Yeah. It's a 12-watt amp. Really simple, affordable and portable valve amp, really. Nice, if you're a nice entry-level valve amp. So volume and gain, bass, middle, treble. The thing that's different though, obviously apart from the looks and vibe, is we've got a foot switchable boost on it now. This really cool red dial, the red dial of doom. And that's based on our Black Country Customs custom shop in the UK. It's all handcrafted.
Oh, nice.
We bought a Steel Park boost pedal out last year, which is triple mode. It's based on that algorithm. So everything that we've learned from making that boost pedal, based from the Tony Iommi boost to the Steel Park, is now trickled down into this range of amps.
What valves are we looking at in this range?
We're looking at 12AX7s in the preamp and EL84s in the power amp.
Nice,
Very, very simple but potent. And you've got an effects loop as well. So that's the Cub Super 10. The Cub Super 12, I got 12 because of the 12-inch speaker, 15-watt amp.
It's a really compact 12-inch speaker.
Oh,
amp.
yeah. Super light as well.
Yeah.
Leather handle. Très bien. Très bon. So you've got, again, all the same things you saw on the Cub Super 10. So 3-band EQ, volume, gain, and the boost, but this time the reverb as well. And the reverb is based on, again, our Black Country Customs custom shop spring reverb mode of the Secret Path pedal. Yeah. And I'd urge you to try that reverb pedal if you've never tried it, because it's absolutely stunning. And so again, we've trickled that down into this range of amps as well. It's the only range that we've got that has that in, and they sound really lovely. And if you take that combo and you squish it into head form, you've got the Cub Super Top again, both 15 watts. Yep. And then this one comes, well, it doesn't come with it, but you can get a hold of the 212 cabinet, which you can have horizontally like this, if you're old school like me.
Or if you want I see the feet on the side.
Yeah, you see those, baby. If you want to hang these up, vertically and be really cool, you can do that.
Sweet. What speakers are in the cab?
These are custom designed HH speakers. I'll tell you about that in a sec. And then if you don't want a 212, we've got the 112 version, which is over there. So not many people will know, some people will, but Laney have also produced PAs since the late 60s for a brand called HH, and also designed speakers since that point. And one or two of the guys that work for us, one in particular, designed some very, very famous Celestines, and he's been working for us for years. These are stunning, stunning speakers, and they've been designed and voiced specifically for these amps. Nice. So there we go. That's the Cub Super range. I should give you some tones, really.
Oh, I'd really like that, Lee. Yeah, please, go ahead.
Okay, let me move over because I can do some. I can do some dial trim. Sorry, Mike.
That's fine.
What the original Cub range was really good for was kind of funk playing.
Yep.
All that kind of stuff. Or some country if you want to do country. All that. But what it really excelled at was blues. And if I just roll the game up a little bit, you can really hear it start got the breakup. So now we've got that, but we've got the boost function. Now I'm going to get the boost on like 6, so maybe you're grooving away and doing that kind of thing, and then you want to go foot switch into your boost. We've got there. And obviously you can have that whacked all the way up.
Yeah.
This is the gain on around 4, and then the boost all the way up. Okay, so
Very
really
nice.
cool.
Yeah, yeah.
This has got more gain.
Yeah.
It's got more. More is more. So I'll roll the boost off. This is how much gain there is in the amp itself. Yeah, you heard that. I wonder who that is. So tons of gain already, but then you can whack the boost in as well. And then you've got all the gain in the world that you could ever possibly need. 001001.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the Cub Super range. They're really versatile, super affordable.
Yep.
They'll be available pretty soon. Check out the demos online.
Yep.
That's it. That's the Cub
Sweet.
Super.
Thanks, Lee. Let's saunter
Let's
over
move
and check out
over.
some of the other
We're doing this
stuff.
all in one go.
Yeah. Okay, Lee. Let's move on to something slightly smaller.
Yeah.
The mini stack. Please tell us all about it.
Okie dokie. Well, if you know anything about our Laney mini amps that we brought out last year, this is a new iteration of them. So let me just go through that range quickly so you know what I'm talking about. These cute little buttons are little practice amps really. They sound really good on their own, gain, volume, tone, that sort of stuff. We brought out the ST version or the stereo version, which has got a tape style delay on them. And before you do anything else with them, they're just great sounding little practice amps and a lot of fun. They come in 2 different flavors, which is the Ironheart, based on one of our iconic kind of Laney ranges, and then the really iconic Supergroup version, which is the Black Sabbath Tony Iommi, based on the hand-wired amp that's behind these 2 gents here. That's a really cool looking amp. The really interesting thing about this is that we spent a long time on what's called Laney Smart Insert technology, which basically means you can hook this up to your smart device. So your iPad, your iPhone, your Android phone, that kind of stuff, which means you've then got access to any guitar app that you want to use.
Yeah.
And we did this in conjunction with Ultimate Guitar and their Tone Bridge. Yeah, we did this in conjunction with the Tone Bridge app. And that's great because what you can do is go, I want to play, I don't know, For the Love of God by Steve Vai, and it will go, okay, here's the tone.
Yeah.
And it sends it to the amp, and then you can play along to the backing tracks, you can look at the tab, etc, etc, etc. But having said that, I just use it if I'm going to do it. If I'm in a hotel room, I can plug this into GarageBand on my phone and just record.
Yeah, perfect.
And I could take the dry tone later and do, you know, hook it up to something else if I wanted to. So just really functional, fun amps. Not expensive, but they sound great on their own. So we thought, well, let's carry on.
Yeah.
Let's just go all in. And so we made the stack versions of these. So now we've got the Ironheart Stack, which even glows like the big beast that's over there, which is a full-on metal amp. So it's the same details as what I've just described, but this time we've got 4 drivers. Yeah. It's about 6 watts. And so it comes in 2 different designs. One is the Ironheart, one is the Lionheart. And obviously you have access to all of the things I've just been saying, so there's no changes there. Yeah. But they just look really cool.
They
I love the fact that it lights up. That's all I need, lights. I'm sold. If it's got lights on it, I'll buy it.
You know, the old valve, not valve.
No, valve. Yeah. So this has got 5 12AX7s in the preamp.
Really?
Yeah, 8 EL84s.
Oh, this micro tube technology has really come on.
It's incredible. It's incredible. And it's so cold.
Yeah.
This has been on for 9 years. It's still cold.
Running real cool. Great.
So that's the mini range. That's the new mini stacks, new at NAMM 2020.
And then there's a chorus pedal.
There's a chorus pedal.
Off we go.
Do this. Over here. So, Black Country Customs. I mentioned it over there when I was talking about the new Cub range. Yeah. That's our custom shop in the UK. It's all handcrafted. So you've got these kind of wonderful amps which are all hand wired in the UK. This is the LA30BL. So it's the 30 watt version of the Tony Iommi LA100BL, which was a limited run. And then over here, This is just so good, you have to do this. This is the LA100 SM, the super mod.
Yeah.
So the great thing about that is it's incredibly loud, no master volume. This, before we would put a master volume in it.
Very generous.
So yeah, we can afford a tone pot in there, we can afford a potentiometer. So we put that in there, so now you've got all the gain, but you can have it on like 2, and you're not going to kill the neighbours or anybody within a 10-mile radius. Oh. And that's 100 watts. Beautiful looking thing. We might do other versions of this if there's demand,
ones,
like combos and things, but all hand wired, all handcrafted in the UK. Really stunning.
Cool.
When Sabbath did their last show, Tony obviously had all the Laney amps there, and he wanted to use basically what was his old Dallas Range Master, but his tech had lost it many years ago. Difficult to get hold of, or temperamental, all that stuff. We said, well, let's just make you one. So that's what we did. So we started with the TI boost, the Tony Iommi signature boost pedal. That's what that is. So if you want the Sabbath sound, it's that into that.
Yeah.
And that's all you need.
Easy, straightforward.
That literally is it. That's his sound. We made one pedal, so we thought we may as well carry on. We love pedals at Laney. All of the designers of this massive pedal gigs, so we started doing it ourselves. So last year we brought out these 3, which is the Steel Park, the distortion pedal, and then the beautiful Secret Path, and they're all triple mode on a toggle switch, based on various different other models and famous models. And this year, new at NAMM 2020, is the chorus pedal, Spiral Array, which is a Rush reference if you're from that world. This is endorsed by Andy Timmons. This is on his board right now. Nice. If you look at what he's using, Andy doesn't mess around when it comes to tone.
No, he kind of knows his stuff.
Andy's been affiliated to us for 25 years, and he was part of the design process. You know, is it good? Do you like it? Yes, it's going on my board.
Job done.
Sold. So this is again, like all the others, it's triple mode on this toggle switch. And Simon Fraser Clark, who's the product manager for Laney, is in a U2 tribute band. Seriously, he's got the biggest rig you've ever seen. He's absolutely obsessed with all of it, and he owns some of the original chorus units that we've designed to be in this. So what you've got here are 3 really iconic classic chorus sounds that are very difficult to get hold of anywhere else. One is the Boss, obviously the ubiquitous analog Boss CE1, which is there. We have a tri-stereo chorus, which is a really kind of spatial thing. And then the Roland Dimension D.
So have you got analog and digital circuits in there to do that?
No, we've used a digital circuit to create the analog vibe.
Got you.
That's the way it's gone. These are all true bypass. The thing about these pedals, not the pedals, but the units, they are very hard to get hold of. They're big and they're very expensive. So we thought, well, we've got to get them into, a pedal format that's usable for everybody. It's got expression pedal input, same as on the Secret Path, so you can swell stuff in. Obviously single jack input and stereo out. And that's the Spiral Array. There'll be some demos coming out. We'll get you to do it very soon. But they are stunning pedals, and they work well with others as well. So the Secret Path with the chorus sounds so good. Awesome. Especially if you run it in stereo. That's
great.
It.
I think that wraps it up. Thanks very much for showing us around, Lee.
Pleasure. Good to see you guys.
Cheers.